my key's broken. See, that's the key. And then I have to put this little bit inside here and like that. And they quoted me $300 to fix it. And that was a day. We're going through a little bit of changes at home, and I'll talk about it once I'm more comfortable. It is 4:30. I need to just do some almost like admin work, catching up on my uni stuff, looking at marks and things, and I need to get out of the house to do it. It's just been too crazy at home. I need to be alone and just concentrate. And I haven't done a study vlog in a while. I have a cafe in mind and we'll just see how it goes. The cafe I just drove to is closed. Yay! Love that, because I really wanted to be in a cafe. There is another cafe that I know that's open until late, but it doesn't have... I'm looking for a bit of privacy, really. I want to be in the back corner of a cafe. I don't know if I should just go to the library. Sometimes the library is not the vibe I'm going for this YouTube video. I don't want to be at the library. I guess we'll go to that other coffee shop that I know. So this is the first time that I've been to this cafe, and it's a bit more open than I'd like because I want to talk to the camera and I just sort of can't right now. I'm looking for something a bit more closed off and I just don't know where to go. But it's fine. I'll probably put the camera in front of the iPad so I can be a little bit less shy of people seeing me record. But I'll go and order something now. Can I just get can you make the iced latte but decaf? Yeah. Cool. I'll get that please, with vanilla and whipped cream as well. Craving coffee, but I want to go to bed tonight.
Does that still have your table?
Yeah, just over there please. Also, is it okay if I record? I'm recording myself.
No, you're so
but I'll just be down there talking to myself.
That's beautiful.
Oh, there's a fiddle tree behind me. There is a lot of noise here, so I'm just going to put my AirPods in and talk quietly and hope you guys can hear me. Thank you so much. This looks beautiful. This is probably going to be a bit more of a chattier vlog than me actually studying and showing what I'm doing, because it's been a minute since I made my vlog. I just want to come on and catch up. So basically, I just got this ND filter, guys, so I'm learning how to. Basically, the last time I went into uni, I went in on school holiday break and I made a TikTok and a reel just saying that I went in and it was school holidays. And after that, I actually had a breakdown. For me to get to uni as a mum of 7 takes so much organising, takes so much planning, and even though my classes aren't until... Oh, where's my case? I can hear myself too much and I don't know if I'm talking loud. Anyways, even though my classes weren't until 4, they started at 4 o'clock on Monday in Penrith, and it takes me about an hour to get there. I could do it, but I would have the worst anxiety and couldn't relax during my day and would have to do a whole lot of planning just to get there for 2 hours to do something that can be done online. Some people love going into uni and some people don't, and I'm a homebody. I like studying by myself, and just doing uni at home really works for me and my family and our schedule and all that. And not too long after the semester break, I got my grade from the first assignment and I was really disappointed with it. I just passed by 1 mark on the assignment that we did. I take full responsibility. I was not giving uni the attention it deserved. We were just so busy in our personal life, in our church life, and had things going on, and I had a lot of other things on my plate. And uni was just being pushed back, so I know I didn't do the best that I could. The unit that I'm doing has 2 parts, so English Unit 1 and then English Unit 2. And last year when I did the other English 1, there were people on Zoom during my tutorial, and I was like, oh, I don't know if they're overseas or if the teacher's just accommodating for these people. So at the beginning of the unit, I emailed the coordinator and said, I know you've done it before. So I explained all the circumstances, and that I also had how old was Savannah at that time? I think she was 6 months when I started the course, when I started the unit. So I also said if I come in, I do also have to bring my baby, which she was fine with. She very much encouraged me to come. Really didn't want to, but she also let me know that there were other ways that I could complete that unit through Open Universities Australia. And I was like, I've had bad experiences trying to do cross institutions before, where I've gone to do a unit online and then it wasn't recognised at Western Sydney, so I just didn't want to go down that route, and I was like, okay, we'll just try our best to get in on Mondays at 4 o'clock. So that's what we did. After I got my grades back, I got 25 out of 50, and like to pass at uni you have to get 50%. And for me, I was so disappointed in myself because I knew I can do so much better than that. You study, you have to count your attendance some way. Whether you're online or you go into campus, your attendance is counted. And for my course, it's 80% attendance, and I had missed 2 classes already. So I was up for an automatic fail. Again, I take full accountability for that. I did have valid reasons, and I was able to prove to my tutor why I was away, and she was fine with that. But after having the breakdown, after just passing that assignment, there was another major assignment due that was coming up, and also my attendance. I just talked to my tutor and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, to keep coming in. I just don't have the will in me isn't there to keep coming in. It just wasn't working for my family. That's the only way I can put it. Obviously, you guys know family is a huge part of my life, and I have to cater to, my kids and everyone in my house. So this cream is so good. Where was I? So I asked her, and then she advised me again about, I just told her what are my best options. I'm not feeling super confident. I don't feel good. I know I can do better. And I also wasn't soaking in a lot of the information that I was learning about, and that made me feel bad. I started very ambitious, and I started with 5 units online and 2 units on campus. And then by the end of the semester, I am finishing with 2 completed units, and then one of them I dropped out after the withdrawal date. And then, sorry guys, it just got really loud in here. So hopefully you can still hear me. So as I was saying, I started off very ambitious with 5 units online, and then I dropped down to 2 units on campus, and then I dropped down to 1. So I was doing 3 units all up, which I managed until I dropped out after census date with my on-campus English unit. So the other 2 online units that I'm doing are through Australian Catholic Uni, and I'm absolutely loving that. It is such a privilege to people swearing. Hold on. Okay. A little bit awky. Some people are having a fight in front of me. I'm going to go time out. Okay, we're just going to go now. So I can't film with this language. I am a little bit annoyed. Got my coffee and a takeaway, and we have to find somewhere else to go because those people were literally, there was 8 of them, 3 boys and 5 girls, and they were accusing one of cheating. And do you want me to tell her what you've been doing? Do you want me to tell her what you've been messaging? Anyways, I couldn't keep recording in there. It got ridiculous. Me and 3 other people left. That's how bad it got in there. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going to go now. And now I'm out in the park, which I feel very vulnerable doing, but we'll just go down with it. I wanted to go to the library, but I don't have enough time to drive over there, get out, walk across campus, set up everything. Oh, there's benches over there, but that's right next to a playground. It's going to be loud. So I was talking about my online units, and I am doing 2 of those online. I started with 5 and then I dropped 3 before census date. It is so much. I'm doing a Master's of Theology. I absolutely love it, but the workload is insane. When you read a unit outline and it says the study hours per unit is 10 hours, and some yes and some are no, this is definitely 10 plus hours on each unit. And I just didn't have the time to give that to 5 units. There's so much reading, a lot of theory, but studying Masters of Theology, just 1 semester doing 2 units has brought me, I find so much happiness in it. I'm learning about God, I'm learning about history. I'm waiting for marks on my last 2 essays that I did. One was a research essay and one was a critical evaluation essay. Still waiting for my marks on those, but the 2 essays that I did, I passed them, and I'm really happy with the marks I got. I got 17 out of 20 for both of them. However, I put in minimal effort. And I know that I could have got full marks, which I never have. I have never, as a university student, C's get degrees. I have never got a distinction or a high distinction in my uni career, ever. That is the goal. I would love to be able to do that. And I just know if I gave it the right attention that it deserved, I would have got there. So I'm so motivated because I know I can do it, but I also just have so much fun in that course. So all of that vlog, just to sum up, I'm not going back to campus at Western Sydney University anymore. I have the English curriculum unit to do, but I'm doing that through Curtin University. I've applied to do cross-institutional study. That starts in December and it'll finish before semester 1 next year. So I really haven't lost any time. I'm technically redoing the subject again, but if I had to redo it through Western Sydney, they only offer it once a year. So I would have had to wait until spring next year to do it. So I'm really not losing any time, which puts me so much at ease that I'm not like falling behind, because that would have pushed my graduation back another year, and I'm not having that. I am so over this uni degree, as in the Masters of Teaching. Teaching in a school setting is just not where my heart is anymore. As a high school teacher, it's just not where my heart is anymore. And I am doing, before I was doing this degree, yes, I want to get into a school. I'm so passionate about being a teacher, and now that's gone. And I'm just going through everything, ticking the boxes just to graduate. So it's a bit of a dull for me, but now I have done this, or half of this subject that I'm going to be redoing again if I get in. So prayers for that. This is nice. I need to just come out and do this more often. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm just talking and just venting, or just being outside, or just being by myself, but it's nice. So let's just try something else, and hopefully it's not too windy, and hopefully you guys can hear me. This is a big thing for me, but I sort of hid my camera behind a bag so people can't really see me or see my bag. And maybe they just think I'm on a FaceTime or something while I look at my notes. So my plans next semester would be, hopefully I get in to do the summer course. Hopefully I get in, I pass, I get that approved as cross-institutional study through Western Sydney University, then apply to graduate. So then we're done. And then for my... That is a beautiful shot right there. Such... Oh, no, I'm turning the camera around. Hold on. Wow, this is really pretty. But I need a wider lens because you guys can't see this whole, like all the trees. It's such a beautiful shot. Oh, but it's windy. So hopefully you guys can hear me fine. It is a little bit windy. I'm sorry if the mic catches that. Plans for next semester are to do, I know I can do a full study load. I absolutely know it. I'm so passionate. I want to do it, and it's all going to be online. The number one thing for me is that it's really hard for me to study at home when the kids are home. And due to our changes that are happening, I really need to get into a schedule myself where I'm studying at home or I'm going out. And I had to come back. It was way too windy over there. And I hope no one's watching me. Everyone's minding their business. But if there is someone watching me, they've seen me go to 4 different spots now and talk to myself. And they probably gather I have a camera by now. But anyways.
So I was just editing that video, and obviously you can see I was out of frame, and I blabbered on for over 8 minutes and I was out of frame the whole time. So I'm just going to quickly come and summarize, not in 8 minutes, just in a few, about what I was talking about. So everything's going great. Everything that I figured out and learned from this semester is that it's in God's timing and not mine, and that how I got to where I am, I had to do certain things, and I had to complete the bachelor and start the master's so I could start working and help support my family. And I'm so grateful for all of that. But doing the bachelor has also enabled me to use that as an entry point to get into other universities. So that's where I am now. The second thing I wanted to say is that when I posted my last study vlog, I think it was particularly on TikTok, I had a lot of people commenting they wish they could study, they wish they knew that they could take a baby in to their classes. And so I just wanted to address that and just quickly say that it is never too late for uni. There is no cutoff time, cutoff age as a university student. You are considered a mature age student if you're over 21 and you're studying, you're a mature age student. I actually hesitated about naming this series like Mature Age Student Diaries, because when you say that, it does feel like I do feel old when I say that. But the reality is, if you're over 21, then you're a mature age student. So further on from that, universities have policies and procedures about bringing babies on campus. They want to support you the best that they can. So I went into that my last vlog. Go watch that and you can get some ideas about how you can bring your child on campus if you need to. There's uni online where you don't even have to leave your house and you'll be able to do it. I think one of my biggest regrets when I was younger and I had my first 3 children and they were all small is I completely stopped university, and I deeply regret doing that because I stopped for like 3 years. If I just kept going and did at least 1 unit a semester, which I probably could have managed, I just didn't know that was an option to go part-time. I didn't think I'd be eligible to do 1 unit, but doing just at least 1 unit instead of stopping is still progress. And in my head, I was like, what's the point? I'm only doing one unit. That's nothing. But over one unit a semester over 3 years is 246, is a whole semester instead of doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? So any progress is progress, and that's something to be proud of, whether you're doing it fast or whether you're doing it slow. Also, entryways into university. So as a mature age student, you can use, they recognize prior learning. There's so many bridging courses to get into unis, even unis online. They all have their own sort of bridging courses, but you can take a couple of units, and if you pass those, then you get acceptance into the degree. If you've done, I don't know if it's a Cert 3 or a Cert 4, but if you've done a Cert 3 or Cert 4, you can also use that as entry into a bachelor's degree. So I highly encourage you to do it, but also know that uni's not going anywhere. No matter what stage of life you're in, the opportunity to further your studies is there. I can guarantee you, I'm telling you guys this now, once I finish my Masters of Theology, this isn't going to be the last university course that I do. I'm a geek at heart. I love to learn. So I already know that I'm going to be doing something else. I already know it. But that is where I'm going to end this video, because I have a kitchen to clean, and it felt so good to just get out and talk to the camera and have some confidence filming in public. But I'm so excited to get my marks back and start the summer units and then get back into it next year. So my next vlog that I do, I'll be updating you on the latest marks that I got. I'll be updating you if I got into Curtin University for just that one subject over summer, and then we'll take it from there. So if you've watched it this far, thank you so much for watching, and let me know down below if, I don't know, just leave a comment. No one comments, so if you could please leave a comment under this video, it'll be much appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.